Okay, so I'm Princia. I am a Dominican poet, specifically from the north. I can't believe that is the hardest part. This is not a moment. This is memory being made. This is a breath-turning language on an unwritten page. And this is Princia the Poet, in case you didn't know it. I didn't arrive quietly. I arrive in echoes, in ancestry, in truth. I arrive with portals and stories that refuse. They refuse to stay buried, so listen closely. Not just with your ears, but with your whole being. Because what follows is not just poetry, it's a journey. And now, as the portals open, come in as we go real deep. You see, I'm a brown, thick, nappy-head sis, and my scarlet blood runs real deep. Deep like the Atlantic. Deep like the Atlantic during the Middle Passage, where caged bodies sunk, but spirit soared, sending sacred messages on salty breeze. Deep like royal proclamations. In my DNA, where kings and queens and warriors dance in my veins. Deep like ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs carved in stone. Truths, chiseled, never overthrown. Deep like the underground tunnels beneath the Sphinx, where mortal and immortal spirits link. Deep. I told you, I am your brown, thick, nappy-head sis, and my scarlet blood runs deep. Deep like the silence in the cotton fields where hums, I wanna go home, where hums crack the sky apart. I'm deep like that. Deep like my dreadlocks wrapped in roots and rain. Deep like gospel chord sung through generations of pain. Deep like my mama's love for her adored baby girl and my great-great-grandma's prayers that still echo in my soul. Deep like the stories they tried to erase, but we hold in our hearts and our hips and our grace. Deep like blues notes bent into soulful cries. Deep like revolution laced in lyrical lovely lullabies. Deep like dungeons designed to hold melanin gods. Deep like the things we only say to the Lord. Deep like taboo topics. Deep like elephants in tense rooms. Deep like my lovers, aphrodisiac perfume. Deep like 6 feet under of a half-lived life. Deep like the glue buried beneath colonial lies. I am deep. I am the light reflecting off the broken clay pots, pieced back together in the ancestral plots. Deep like the seed buried beneath lies, 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 and more lies. But still, I rise deep, looking towards witnessing skies, real, real deep.
Hi, I'm Princia. I'm from Dominica, not Dominican Republic. I am specifically from the town of Portsmouth. I am an upcoming poet and storyteller. I think of myself as a creative being. I love to share myself through my poetry, through my stories, and just through my vibe. I love to create pieces that people can relate to and that people can probably feel or see a part of themselves in. Fun facts, my favorite color is purple. I think I am very much pro-culture, pro-African, pro-Dominican. I believe in being proud of where you're from and representing where you're from with all of your might. I have a lot of upcoming work that I would like to share with the public, and I'm just happy to be able to do that today. Or no, or in this season.
This is Princia the Poet, and this was real, real deep. But when we go deep, you don't just find where you come from, you find who you are. You see, I'm black. I'm blackity black. I'm black, 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 blackity black. I'm black like the coals beneath a pot of pig feet stew. Black like lentils dancing in a pot of thick, rich roux. Black. Blackity black. I'm black, 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 blackity black. 'Cause this year poem is for the audacious few, the loud ones like me and you, who are dignified, honored, and a little humble too, to say I'm black like a whole grain nutritious snack, black, and that's a fact that my soul suffers no lack, 'cause I'm brown. Copper brazen sister kissed by the sun brown. I'm brown, I'm brownie brown, 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 brownie brown. Brown like fruitcake mixed with raisin and wine, baked to perfection, just waiting to be hungrily eaten. I'm brownie brown. I'm brown, brown, brown like the sulfur springs and the sand beneath your feet. Earth warm with memory, ancient with heat, sun-kissed, soil-blessed, sweet. Brownie brown. And for my light-skinned family, say this line with me. I'm beige. I'm beigey beige. I'm beige like the cream to the cookies you crave beige. The soft light glow beige that the sunshine gave beige, 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 beige. Like the caramel resting on a lighter shade, the beige. Because whether you're blackity black, brownie brown, or beigey, beigey, beige, we all come from the same warm sun, the same deep, real deep earth, and the same ancestral drums. But as for me, I'm black. I'm blackity, blackity, blackity black. Black like midnight skies, black like velvet rivers, black like cocoa melting in your hands, black like earth before the sun, black like drums pounding, 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 pounding. Bro, black like ancestors calling, black like the whole universe, born in a star, black like night holding secrets, black like roots running deep, black like storms breathing life. life, life, life. Black like fire with the moon under. Blackity black, 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 blackity black, black, blackity black. The kind of black the whole universe was born in. Blackity, blackity black. This skin is an honor, it's no sin, blackity black. Not black magic. I said not black magic, but black miracles. This blackity blackity black carries nothing cynical or comical. It holds bold, gold, untold stories, ancient glories, echoes of drums and ancient territories. Stories written in melanin ink, stories deeper than most can think. Blackity, 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 black. Velvet night where the stars begin. Earth's first shade, creation's skin. Ancestors whispering. Ancestors whispering. Drums beating. Moonlit rivers, deep seas, deep soil, deep heartbeat. Blackity, 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 black. You see, I'm not just naming a color. I'm naming a history, a people, a power no sun could ever dim. And if the universe was born in black, just maybe, this blackity, 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 black is where it all begins. Blackity black.
I feel like Princia is much different from Princia the Poet. Princia is more reserved, more logical and to herself. Princia the Poet, she can say what she wants, how she wants, when she wants, why she wants. She doesn't have to answer to anybody. And she's like the feisty older sister to Princia. So that's the difference.
You know, as women, we're expected to be certain things. We're expected to be this or that. But the important thing is knowing who you are and defining that for yourself. I am Princia the Poet. I love poetry. I love the beach. I think of myself as an oceanic queen. And this poem is entitled just that. Oceanic Queen. And this is how I define me. And I hope that this poem allows you to define yourself. Let's get into it. I met an empress the other night. As I gazed in the mirror, seeking the light, I said, mirror, mirror, show me a face. The one shimmering in coconut butter, full of grace. I said, mirror, mirror, show me a face. The one shimmering in coconut butter, full of grace. Her voice rides the wind with whisper so still, hums that send chills bending time to her wheel. Her eyes hold galaxies vast and untamed, a presence so deep, night is renamed. Show me the sister with pawns for her eyes beneath full moon skies where soft waves lie. Her skin like the breeze on a winter night. Her laughter drifts petals in slow motion flight. Show me the one with tangerine cheeks. Breath of mint secrets she speaks. Her steps live sunrise where darkness had been her gaze. Her gaze tastes of honey of all she has seen. Show me the one with olive ears and pearls, teeth shaped like tears twisting with swirls. Her smile bend horizons. Her whispers awakes rivers within hearts what no storm could break. Show me the coconut-scented oceanic queen who climbs every mountain, who lives her own dream with goals in her ear and soul full of wine. She beats to her own drums, her own rhythm divine. Untamed and illuminous, this queen is me, raging like waves on the shore near the trees that twist and wind and climb to the skies, leading to clouds where freedom never dies. I am the ocean, the storm and the sun, the mountain that rises when the day has begun. The hush in the leaves, the drum beats in time. All of her and entirely mine. I burst into flames as passion implodes with ideas of grandeur like currencies of gold. I ruminate on things that make my soul toot like an oysterous note shot from a flute. I cradle my creativity like the spawn of my mind's womb, the picture of pleasure as lovers consummate in the lavish luxury of love. Like the butterflies bounce from cocoons towards the sky's open doors. I live life based on my own inhibitions, undefined, unbecoming. I craft my petitions. I am the coin in my own wishing well, the alchemy of freedom, my own unique fairy tale. And I am my own oceanic queen. I am my own oceanic queen.
My first influence in poetry was the late, great Maya Angelou. She was an American poet, and I can remember the first poem that I really got into was one of hers, Phenomenal Woman. And ever since I've heard that poem, I felt the spark inside myself to write poetry. And most recently, I've been influenced by Aja Monet, who is also of Caribbean descent. And just the way that she brings out poetry, I try to kind of do to my audience what she does to me. Big up, Aja, I want to work with you. Just throwing that in here, like Salt Bay.
This next poem is more of a collective reverence to all women and not just myself. This one is very dear to me. The name of it is Whom Creatures, and it is a praise anthem to all women. I hope you enjoy. They bend the world with whispers. They make the stars kneel. They light candles with ambition and forge their own steel. Whom creatures, healers, nurturers, life portals. Their steps plant forests where deserts once stood. Who said that women are weak? How can women be weak when their words shape the weak? Whom creatures, healers, nurturers, life portals. They give movement to forests. They turn nectar into honey like bees. Their laughter turns stones into rivers and roots into trees. Who said women are fragile? How can they be fragile when they birth civilization in style? Whom creatures, healers, nurturers, life portals. They cradle babies, stabilize economies, carry nations on their back, their strength in their spines, ease. Who said women are less in value? Who said that? Did you? Women are healers, nurturers, life portals, storms and sanctuaries in one. They shape the day with their hands, the lives that they run. Keys on the piano, bush tea on cold mornings, fire and water, the seed and oil forming. Whom creatures, healers, life portals, elements blended into one sacred pot, the color on the canvas, the beauty that is often forgot. We have our pillars, our aunts, our sisters and mothers. They are like the holidays in calendars, and they are the Sabbath and calm waters. Womb creatures, healers, nurturers, life portals. They are the sparkle on the shoreline, the curve in a smile. They are eyes in a warm drink. They are the balance and style. River and rain, fire and fertile soil. Creatures, healers, nurturers, life portals. They weaved destinies with hands that heal, minds that think deep, hearts that feel, spark of knowledge, keepers of wisdom, roots of all. We become the architects of freedom. This poem is for the womb creatures, the healers, the nurturers, the life portals. Womb creatures.
My latest collection is Portals. It is a 5-poem piece, and it speaks to Black identity, it speaks to self-love, it speaks to just the whole journey that people, especially people of Caribbean descent, has gone through, and it really is a call to return to our greatness.
This next poem is one of my favorites. This is for all the ones tired of the system. I didn't say the ones who are tired of structure. I'm speaking about the system. The ones who feel that something is not right, but they can't quite put their fingers on it. This poem written, it will tell you exactly what is going on. Exactly what is going on. And in order to share that with you, we've Siobhan on the drums. Siobhan on the drums. Siobhan on the drums. And Cars Media. Big up to Cars Media for shooting this experience and allowing you to come into this portal and experience poetry like you've never seen it before. Now let's get into this poem, Return. We were suppressed from blessings, taught fake lessons, disconnected from the roots, from the earth's confessions. We should reconnect to the fire and the drums, to the meaning and the hums, where true spirit comes, to the roots that shaped us, feet on the ground, where healing is in silence is a sacred sound. All that life has to offer, Not the cage or the chain, but the dance in the storm and the joy in the rain. And we disconnect from this disaster. This lie, this plastic dream, soul to souls running dry. We should run wild and run free in the breeze near the seas of hope and of no hopelessness. Let's dream where spirit sees, on that edge where the broken meet the blessed. We reclaim the sacred and lay pay to the rest. We drink from cups of abundance and transform into brilliance. We wipe off the shame and we stand tall in resilience. This is the song before the system falls. The truth beneath the concrete walls. We unleash our existence. We unshed this pretense. We break the silence dressed up as common sense. We undo the descent of slaves and slavery, of bondage dressed up as bravery. We tear down the myths where he owns he, and we rise in the fire where the soul breaks free. We should let love reign again. We should let love reign again. Open up your eyes, cast off the scales of lies, and remember, you were never meant to be denied. You need to breathe deep from the belly and not just the chest. Let it nourish what the world tried to repress, and bless the fire that won't rest. You should make yourself whole again. There's no one left to blame. Release your true energy, power, strength, agility. Let the chord of music move through you freely. Let it rise to your head and exhale negativity. Let it echo with ancient connectivity. Eat the bread of positivity. Taste and see, and you will find the truth of you and me, 'cause we know who we be. We know who we be. We know know who we be. We 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 know who we be. And this was return. This was return. And just like that, the portals close, but never disappear. What was spoken does not have to leave. It should linger. This has been Princia the Poet, and this was The Portals. I hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did. See you next time. Bye. I feel like a YouTuber.
So my intention is to make poetry great again. So I feel that in my country, we have so many talented poets and storytellers. So I want to be somewhat of a pioneer in this generation to start up with poetry and to show people how fun it can be. So that really is the goal or intention of what I am doing right now. And it is just so expressive to me. It helps me to cope with the world and all of my own emotions. So I can only imagine what that can do for the other person.